We succeeded to do what we were training for, I think, for years. But that's not exactly what we were training for. I mean, for years, the fact that we have those squads in every kibbutz is to prevent like a small, to intercept a small group of terrorists, maybe trying to do something very pinpointed, not a full military assault with numbers, with dozens of terrorists coming to us with anti-tank missiles.
How many were there altogether? About?
More than 30. The estimation is that around 35 terrorists were participating in the 3 assaults on the kibbutz.
It all began, of course, around 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You were sleeping.
Yeah.
You and your wife and
Me and my wife in the second floor. We start to hear the missile, and I said to my wife, I think I hear a missile. She said, yeah, I hear this also. So we ran to the first floor, and then we got a missile on the second floor.
hit your house.
Yeah, come from the roof and blow everything. And then the smoke started to go down. I opened the boom shelter, ran to the second floor with to see if there is fire or something like this.
Right.
And I see that there is no fire. Suddenly I start to hear shooting all around. I said to Avi, it's not normal.
Do you have radios, or are you texting? How are you figuring out where each other?
We have radios, but quite in the beginning, some of them were malfunctioning already.
It's messages. Where exactly everybody was and what happened.
Because it wasn't actually even going through.
Yeah.
So afterwards, it's ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
So you were really operating alone, each of you alone, in a sense.
Basically, yes. Basically, yes. At some points, I had the connection. At some points, most of the day didn't have any connection. The radios worked. I didn't know they had a battle. They were on the other side of the kibbutz. I couldn't hear them.
Right, because there were 3 points.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear them. I had no idea they were in a battle until noon, maybe. Because I was on the gate.
But when you were at the gate, they tried to come in the vehicle gate, and I know in Barry we saw all the burnout cars they used to block. You were able to stop that, but they burst through the pedestrian gate. We have footage of some of this from the security cameras.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were actually shooting anti-tank missiles on the gate. So there's actually an actual carnage going on outside the gate. People are trying to rush in from the party. People that were just driving.
They're trying to come in for
trying
safety.
to come in.
Yeah.
The gate is closed. Mm-hmm. They cannot see the terrorists, and they just go outside and run to the gate, and they're being shot at from short distance, fall down.
So the terrorists at the gate are trying to come in. These people are rushing, so they basically they're just like picking them off as they run in.
The terrorists are actually taking cover around the gate from the outside.
And firing at them.
And firing at those civilians that's running through the gate, stabbing them after they were shot down to make sure they're dead. They are engaging, there is a small migunit, this bomb shelter, outside the gate. Some of the party members were hiding there. Mm-hmm. So you can see a group of terrorists going and doing their massacre there.
They throw hand grenades.
Grenades into the shelter.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see in the movie, the security movie, you can see the hand of the terrorist throw hand grenades inside.
So I went out solo and starting moving towards the main gate, but not in a straight line. I mean, I went through the houses. I got to parking lot number 2, that is like on the, and there is a hill, a small hill overwatching it, but from outside. And there were 3 guys wearing black, looking at the road. I wasn't sure if this is our people or maybe I don't know what. And at the moment they turned around, I saw AK-47s. So
that's how you know, because you all have M16s.
Yes.
All of you.
We don't use AK-47s.
Right. So when you know,
that's not
immediate
us.
signal that.
That's not us. I shot at this group. One of them got hit. The other 2 scattered.
Do you have any idea how many? I mean, obviously, you have M16s, you have magazines, but just a sense of this went on for hours. How many bullets did you even shoot? I mean, do you have any even idea of what this took? You know?
Hundreds.
I shot 240 bullets.
I knew that I have only 6 magazines, and I counted every bullet. I knew that I cannot shoot like I have a backup or something like that. So I've been shooting every bullet has its own target. I didn't shot just to make them lie.
Right. You had to shoot. You had to shoot to kill.
I had to shoot to kill.
So I know you all know you've seen these. This is what was found on them. I mean, at least on somebody, right? This is their plans. I mean, of what they were going to do. I just was reading through it. I mean, it's dated October 2022. They were. I mean, if that they were planning it for a whole year. The details in here. Ellie, I wanted to ask you about one specific thing. I mean, they knew everything about your...
Except our names.
Yeah, except your names. But they put their phone numbers in here. They put, you know, the task, kibbutz, Mafasim, raid plan B14. I mean, it's military.
Very specified, very military.
God is great, the martyr, Al-Qassam brigades, they label it all. But at the top, they have, you know, the cameras that are going to be visible, who was going to come to help you. They knew the tank brigade. But it's this part I wanted to ask you all about. This was exactly what they planned to do inside the kibbutz. The duty of where they were supposed to go, what street numbers, everything.
They know where the generator is. There's a mentioning here.
And did you, now that you see this and you saw them, were they trying to execute this plan?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Their plan was actually to engage the security group, to open the main gate to allow vehicles in, to sabotage the main power and the generator, and to make as much casualties from the security team to allow the second wave to go in. And the fact that they know the exact street where to go to, where the generator is, and it's stated here.
Yeah, I mean, it's street by street.
Street by street, that's exactly what they were executing. Exactly. They came to the exact points where the gates are. For instance, the point beside my house is the gate. It's the southern gate.
It's
It's a small gate that is closed.
small and the hidden gate.
It's in the plan. I actually saw a page.
Which I saw
Which-
it too with symbols like
Yeah,
there
with
is a
actually
gate.
arrows. A map
Arrows,
with-
gate,
maybe you
gate,
have it?
gate.
When you sit here now and you think about it, that they didn't just plan and train. I mean, this is military. I mean, this is.
It's a.
How do you even react to that? This took.
It's
I mean, the
terrifying.
date's October 2022.
It's terrifying because it is a military plan that the combatants, the terrorists, trained on it. It was quite clear they knew exactly what they are doing. They were disciplined. This is a military-grade planning,
To make
very terrifying.
Military grade
to make this
information.
plan,
To
military
make this
grade.
plan.
you need inside information.
A lot of information.
A lot of
All
information.
kinds.
It's not only
So
Google
what,
Earth.
What we know that many people from Gaza, also from the West Bank, come to the kibbutz to work and to build the
Doesn't
houses.
There was
Throughout the
inside help.
Sure, for
Always,
sure.
it's a routine. Yes.
So all these plans are very specific, very information from inside. Someone that come to the kibbutz every day,
We
take
were
photos,
talking about it.
make
The-
locations, and give information to the.
I mean, the faction advances from Street 49, then Street 50, then the junction Klobal Malfasim's Gate.
This is
The number-
this is
I mean,
the names,
the
the
number-
numbers they gave it.
The
Right,
number
they
of
gave it,
cameras inside the kibbutz, you cannot see it from outside. You cannot see it with a
Right, so
binocular.
they would have had to have someone. Yeah, how did? Because that does list the number. It lists all the
מה
surveillance in
שידוע
the
מצלמות
kibbutz.
בתוך הבתים, בתוך הקיבוץ.
Sorry.
אני לא מכיר את המצלמות האלה.
We even
I
we
don't know where
exactly
these
where the
cameras
locations
are.
of the cameras are.
I don't know where this
No,
But they did.
I can tell. I cannot tell each and every.
Yeah.
And they. And
But
it's
they do.
Actually, and they do.
Indeed, yeah.
So we tend to think like Noam does. It
Ah,
needed
it's
to
for
have
sure.
some inner
for sure.
information
And
from
for a
inside the kibbutz.
But you saw outside your gates what happened. So the world understands. Can you just talk about what happened, what you saw? I mean, just
Massacre.
In every sense of the word. Massacre, bloodthirst. It's not just, okay, target killing, he's down, continue. No. They butchered. It was barbaric in every sense. There's no need to fire 50 rounds at a guy that's already dead on the floor. Okay? There's no need for it.
I can tell you that one of the most terrible, I think, few minutes in this day was actually when we went out of the kibbutz. Me and
Yeah.
David, families, we went out of the kibbutz at about 3 and a half
a.m.
in the morning. And there was no electricity also on the road, meaning it
No
was a
light,
complete darkness. And we went outside the gate of our house. The military told us drive very fast, only to the north. And we were driving like crazy. And from the gates, we told immediately the children, you are lying down on the floor, don't look out of the windows. In front of the gate, there were burnt cars, dozens of bodies.
Apocalyptic
bodies.
view,
In
as
sheer
you can
darkness,
imagine it.
in sheer darkness, we were driving on the road, which is the driving way to our home. It's the
Riding
normal
like
Every day.
yeah, it's the
every day
everyday
driving.
road
yeah,
to
we've
my
been
house.
riding like that between dead bodies